Y'all, today is a very special day. Today marks my second year in business. August 11, 2020, I took my lash training, and lash extensions have changed my life. Hey y'all, I'm T the Brand, expert lash artist and coach. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited about today and so excited to share all the tea with y'all in this video about my lash journey, how much I've made, what I've lost, all of it. Just to give you some hope, encourage you, no matter where you are on your journey, whether you big time making it or whether you just getting started and feeling a little like, what have I gotten into? I hope this video helps you to continue on your journey and makes it lighter, easier, and feel less alone. So if you haven't already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate your support by just simply subscribing to the channel. Be sure to hit the like button if you like this video. If you have any questions, any comments, drop them in the comment section so that we can talk about it. I love interacting and really kind of getting to know you guys through those conversations. And lastly, don't forget to turn on your bell notification button so that you know every time I share more valuable content. So let's get to it. All right, so if you don't know my lash journey story, I'm gonna share it in a nutshell. So my background is in social work. I'm a licensed master social worker, and before the pandemic hit, I was working as a middle school therapist, and I loved the children, hated the administration. Well, I didn't hate the people. I hated how they abused their power or didn't know how to use their power to help the students. And yeah, that was a whole thing. So COVID saved my life when school shut down. However, I had just moved out of my parents' house and I was in my first apartment, and a month after that, COVID happened, and then I lost my job in April. They cut the position at the school. So I was just really kind of, using the summertime to just relax and really recuperate from all of the craziness of the school year that I had experienced. And I wasn't really heavily looking for a job, but I was applying a few places, still trying to stay within my district. It was extremely hard. I didn't get a position, and randomly one day in July, I told my friends, I was like, I want to learn how to do eyelash extensions now. Nothing about eyelash extensions was on my timeline, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Was TikTok even a thing? I don't know. But we're going to say TikTok, Instagram. It was nowhere. Lash extensions was nowhere. And I didn't even wear eyelash extensions. So where that came from, it had to have only been God. So, yeah, I said that. And then the next day, a class popped up on my timeline. And I was like, well, if you ever needed a sign to be clear. So that was that. I found a trainer. I took my lash training August 11, 2020. And this was just supposed to be, side hustle. This was some money for me to make on the side, some lunch money, little shopping money, because as far as I knew, I was going back to work as a social worker. So during the time between August and October, I hadn't gotten a job, and the lashes was kind of like doing a little something, not a whole lot of something, but just a very little something. And that's probably because my full sets were like $25. So I enrolled in a cosmetology program, and that was that. So I was in cosmetology school, still kind of applying for jobs, but again, nothing too heavy. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I was living off of my salary from the school district I was working for, which ended in August, and then unemployment kicked in like in September. So I got back paid a couple of months. It was great. So I lived on unemployment for like a year or so. Thank God for the time that he covered me through that, because lashes wasn't making no money. $25, that was my gas tank at the time. So yeah. That was that. So in January of 2021, I had my second interview for this job that I really wanted. It was a new school district, the exact job that I wanted. It was perfect. And so they interviewed me for the final interview, and after that, I did not get the job. And prior to that, with me preparing, I was just like, okay, God, if I don't get this job, I'm going to trust you and trust that I hear that you're telling me that eyelashes are the move. And I believed it, but it was still scary because I ain't seen nobody do this before. So anyway, I didn't get that job, and I was like, all right, we know where to go. And I thought it was going to be like, I'm trusting you, God. We hit the ground running and we finna make bank. And God was like, absolutely not. You have so much more to learn. So in February 2021, I started my YouTube channel, and that day I didn't take that serious until end of the year last year. Thank y'all so much for blowing up some of the videos and letting me see like, wow, my voice matters in this industry. People can relate. People need this information. And that's how YouTube is doing what it's doing right now. And I'm just, taking it serious and kind of committing to it. So that was that. So I will say, up until February, my prices for my sets weren't even $100. So maybe about February, March, I decided, okay, this is what we're really gonna do. We have to really make money off of this. So I took my prices up. My most booked full set, which was a volume set, it was $115, and that was cool. So during the first part of 2021, I was trying to build clientele. I had no idea how to do that because, go figure, school didn't teach me so much about that. And I started investing in classes. I found a mentor on Instagram, or, somebody who taught how to market and brand on Instagram. It was so scary. The class was like just a few dollars short of $300, but I put that class on my credit card, and I took the class and learned some stuff from it. I learned a lot of information from it, but I really didn't know how to apply it yet. So a couple of months later, the same person put out another class, and it was structured like an academy, and there were modules and videos, and after you took this class, you were eligible to do mentorship with her. And she seemed really great. So that's what I did. I put almost $600 on the credit card to take this class. So one thing that a lot of people are afraid to do is invest in their business. So many people, and I don't say this lightly at all, but we be scared to go broke, rightfully so, because we got bills, we got life, we got all kinds of responsibilities. But I believed so much in what I was doing that if we had to move under a box to make it happen, or move under a box because we tried to make it happen, move under a bridge in a box, because we were trying to make it happen, then that's what we were going to do. And that was literally my prayer to God. I'm not being dramatic, as, extra as I am, but I'm not being dramatic at all. Like, I prayed that to God numerous of times. And so, yeah. I took that class, I joined the mentorship, and I stayed with the mentorship until August of 2021. Now, during that time, my prices went from $115 for my highest set to $185. That's a huge jump, and it was such a scary jump, especially after went from getting nothing or charging nothing from sets to charging more for sets. And then it's like, hold on, girl, almost $200 for some eyelashes. But my mentor was teaching me to value myself, to value my business, to take it serious so that other people would. I was learning information on how to market. And it was just, again, a huge faith move. It was the scariest thing ever. I remember in our sessions, we would be talking and she'll be like, Tiara, you still ain't upped your prices? And I'm like, I know, girl, I'm scared. So I upped the prices. I built a website. It was great. And yes, I lost some clients, but I kept some clients. I have clients who were letting me mess their eyes up in August 2020 who still come to me today. Thank y'all so much. Jesus, y'all are amazing, and I love y'all. Y'all know who y'all are if you watch this video. But yeah, so I lost clients, and that was a risk that I just had to be willing to take because I was learning so much about marketing, about having a target audience. And okay, if my clients aren't willing to pay this much, then that's not the type of people that I want. And it's not like I need you to be a big spender, but I need you to know the value of what I'm doing and know that what you're getting is absolutely worth it. The experience, the service, the convenience of how you can just wake up and go, all of the things. So that was a huge faith move to make, and it was cool at first. I have it in here because I did say that I was going to share with you guys what it was like earning money as a lash artist and where I am kind of financially now. I'm not going to give any exact numbers, but I'll give ranges. So my first month charging these prices was May. And I did it in May so that when the next quarter started, I was able to, people already know what the prices are and either you're gonna book it or you're not. So in June, my total that I made, it was between $900 and $11.50 for the month of June. So I'm like, okay, first month with the new prices, that's not bad at all. And of course, it's only gonna go up from here, right? So that month I did a total of 8 services. I did 5 full sets and 3 fills. Okay, so that was June. And then let's go to July. So the month of July, I did 9 full sets and 4 fills. So it's like, absolutely, yes, we are getting somewhere. And my total was between $1,900 and $2,100. So I kind of fell between there with how much I made, which is great. It was like almost $1,000 more than what I had made the previous month. And I'm like, yes, we're growing, we're doing it. So then comes August. Let me find August. Then comes August, and I did 4 full sets and 9 fills. And I'm like, okay, that turned a little upside down. And my total, I'll give you this exact total. My exact total for the month of August was $1,700. And that's when I started to worry. Because at first it looks like it was growing, and then it's like a big little plunge, you know? And so that definitely made me scared, and I kind of started to freak out a little bit. And I freaked out so much to the point to where I went like stupid crazy with trying to plan content and trying to make sure I was creating the content and batch creating the content and getting it out. And y'all, all of the stuff is crazy. It's still like right here. All of this was like 3 different content topics with 5 different subtopics under that. And I was supposed to push out content about all of this stuff within a month. And you know what I did? Stressed myself the complete hell out trying to do it. So you know what happened in September? Because I was so stressed out and not focused and really not applying the knowledge that I had gained. Now again, like I said a few minutes ago, I did learn a lot of information, but I didn't know how to apply the information. And that is one of the issues with a lot of mentors and trainers in the different industries, especially the lash industry, because they put it out there like, oh, you can make this much money if you charge this much for your sets, or you take my class and you're going to learn all of these things. I'm going to teach you how to get clients. And I learned that people have information that they got from other people, but you didn't apply it, you didn't work it, you don't know how to make it happen, so you don't really know how to tell me how to do this. And that's the position that I found myself in. And so September, y'all, I didn't even make enough money in September that I didn't even record it. I just set my new goals for October, and we were like, we are gonna cast the net and see what happens, see what comes up. But what really happened was September, October, November, I didn't really make no money at all. And going from making $2,000-ish to nothing again, that was incredibly discouraging, especially because I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. I'm learning how to do this. I'm learning how to get clientele, and I really wasn't learning how to do anything. I think I was just winging it and getting lucky. And that's what a lot of lash artists do, especially in the beginning. You see what other people are doing, you try to copy their content style, you want to post what and how they're posting, but you don't know their strategy. You don't know why they post like that. You don't know why, you don't know anything about them. And I found myself doing that. I was like, oh, copying whole content picture layouts, like, oh, you put your words right here on your picture like that, I'm finna put my words on my picture like that because it looks like you know what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing that. I don't know why I'm doing that. And that started to show. So you know what I did? I tried to shift gears, and we're gonna make money another way. And my mentor told me, hey girl, okay, so I mentioned to her I wanted to start teaching lash trainings. And she was like, well, are your lash books full? And I'm like, no. So she's like, why do you want to train? And I'm like, because people are asking me for trainings. And she's like, look, people will say they want something, but that doesn't mean that they're going to book it. And then you're going to find yourself in the same boat, still trying to learn how to market and get people for the training. So sit right here with the lashes and get that straight. Now, she didn't say it like that. It was like, oh, no, wait till your books are full before you go try to add another source of income. And I'm like, that don't even make sense. But having experienced it, and now I can share with other artists, this is why you should not do that. So anyway, I started marketing for lash artists. I created a brand marketing and branding academy, and well, it wasn't called an academy, but it was basically a marketing and branding class to teach other artists how to gain clients. And I thought that I had figured it out because I had a lot of information. Y'all, this is totally vulnerable. Because I had a lot of information, but I hadn't figured out how to make that information work for me so that I can make it work for somebody else or help somebody else make it work for them, make it easier for them. And so all of my content shifted from lashes to marketing to lash artists. And you know what happened? People started booking lashes, and more lash artists started following me, started asking me questions, but I wasn't making any money. So September to November, financially, it was downhill. Y'all don't even think I got it documented nowhere. That's how sickening it was. It was very discouraging. So I ended up going to work at a spa, and I did that from November 2021 to May of this year, 2022. And during that time, I was able to make a little money, which was cool. Kept the bills paid. I could buy a shirt here and there. And then also during that time, what I really appreciate about having worked for someone else was I was able to learn how to use the information that I had gained. So all of what I was learning in that mentorship before I quit doing it, I had to go back and I had to look at that. And then I had other mentors. I have a friend who's an amazing marketing and branding mentor, but she's for product-based businesses, so people who sell stuff, but a lot of what she was sharing on Instagram was helpful for me. And one day it just clicked. Like, I was able to apply all of the stuff that I had learned about target audience, about marketing and branding, about policies and pricings, Instagram content, how to be authentically me in my content. And y'all, once I learned how to do that, the game changed. So while I was at the spa, I was making whatever I was making, and kind of each month there was a gradual increase in what I was making, but it still wasn't enough. So that's why I decided to go back to lashing on my own. And thank God I learned how to market and brand myself and my services during that time, because I was bringing a lot of clients in when I was working at the spa, and these clients were finding me on Instagram. People don't believe that this stuff really be working, and I'm telling you, if you learn it, stop putting a discount on and having a sale every 2 days. People aren't going to pay you your regular price because you're literally teaching them, training them that, oh, she's going to have a sale soon, so why would I pay her what she's worth? I have not run a sale since February 2021. I value my clients. My clients have chances to get free fills, but that's because they know the value of eyelash extensions, and because they trust me and they value me, my work, and what I offer them. Absolutely, I'm going to give you a free fill at some point. So, and it's after a certain amount of services with the loyalty card, but that's that. So after I left the spa, my first month back on my own, let me find this planner. Y'all, this is my last year planner. Oh, it's in here too, but let me pull this one out so I can give you like accurate amounts. So my first month alone, I made almost $4,000. Wait. So from June 2021 to May 2022, y'all, so much can change in a year if you just, or less than a year, because I was still struggling within that year to learn and figure out how to apply this stuff. But if you will just invest in yourself and believe in yourself and take a class from somebody who you know you can trust, it'll really turn around from you, like for you. Like you're piecing together little pieces and bits that everybody's posting on Instagram about how you can gain clients. That's not going to help you. Nobody's going to give you the full game for absolutely nothing. I mean, I do. I have a mentorship group, and it's 4 ladies in the group. They're amazing entrepreneurs. One's a lash artist. I have 2 estheticians, and my nail tech, y'all, she's the bomb. If you in Dallas, get your nails done by her. Anyway, so they're in my mentorship group, and they pay me nothing because that's what God put on my heart for those specific women. So that's that. So my first month back on my own, because I learned how to market, I learned how to brand myself, and I learned how to show up as authentically me in my business as I could. I mastered my content creation, and the flow of that, I made almost $4,000. All right, so we gonna move to the next month. Did I write that in here? Okay. So, in the month of June, I made almost $4,500. So that's about almost a $500 increase from the month before. And that's, again, just me lashing on my own. This is all lashes. This ain't no trainings. This is no, oh, I got a product line. This isn't, oh, take my class. This is lash extensions. All of it. Every single penny of it was lash extensions. And I'm saying that, I'm stressing that, because you have to know that it's real. You starting a product line and trying to sell glue and lashes and tweezers, that's not going to help you make more money, because you still have to know how to market it to people who need it. The same way you have to know how to market eyelash extensions to people who need it. Y'all, it's the same game. There is no easy way. Everybody got to take the stairs. But your trip up the stairs don't have to be as tiring and exhausting if you got some help. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys July, and that's just where we gotta stop on the money count, because we ain't through August yet. So let's see if I can find it. Okay, so the month of July, I made between $4,500 and $4,700. Eyelash extensions. No, I had a training in July. So eyelash extensions and one training. So y'all, I share that to not scare you, but I hope that it totally encourages you. Like, I went from $25 sets to my most booked set is $185, and my most expensive set is $200. And yes, people pay $200 for full sets. And yes, people come every week. Well, not every week, but people come every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks for their fills. My calendar for August was booked before August even started. Now it's like barely any availability. Like, it's probably the most inconvenient times for somebody. 10 a.m. on a Thursday or something, you know. And that's because people have learned through my education, through my content, through me learning how to do it, the value of eyelash extensions, and it has changed my life, y'all. And I promise you that if I can do it, y'all, I hit $0.00 in my bank account just this year in January. Like 7 months ago, I was like totally broke. Thank God for my mom, who like slid me a few dollars. But I was totally broke, y'all. But I believed in what I was doing, and my support system believed in what I was doing, and yeah, now we're where we are here. Now, am I making everything that I want to make? Absolutely not. Do I get to pocket $4,000+ a month? Absolutely not, because I have business expenses, I have personal expenses, I have savings that I'm doing, and after that, after I handle business, then I'm able to pay myself. And it ain't $4,000, and that's all I'm gonna say. But it's not what I just came out of, what I've been going through for the last year financially. So y'all, let this video just be encouragement to you. I hope that it brings you light. I hope that it brings you hope. And I want you to know that you can do it. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. I will spend every single penny that I have on something that I think is gonna help me learn, grow, and in the end, make more money than I was making before. Make more money. The classes that I invested in, I made that money back. Not immediately, but I had to take time and learn this stuff, and once I did, it's changed the game for me. And if you do the same, I can guarantee that it'll happen for you too. So thank you guys for watching this video and celebrating these 2 years with me. I can't wait to see how Powerhouse Lashes continues to grow and just become whatever God has for it to become. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you did not do so by now. If you like the video, hit the like button. Any comments, any thoughts, drop them in the comment section. Let's talk about it. I love talking to y'all, like I said in the beginning intro. And don't forget to turn on your bell notification button so that you're aware every time I share a new video. Again, thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.